What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Brian, and I'm back with another video. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, we're about to get into my new 2022 Trek Emonda SL6 Pro. So I'm introducing my new bike to the channel. Before we get into the bike, I'm just going to give you guys a brief history of how I got back into cycling as an adult, and then we'll go over the bike and all of its features. So stay tuned. Alright y'all, so let's get into the backstory of how I got back on a bike as an adult. So as far as I can remember, I've always been into some form of cycling. I remember having a tricycle as a little boy. My brother and I, we had mountain bikes as teenagers. So I remember being in the neighborhood with the different boys in the neighborhood, and we all ride our bikes every single day during the summertime. It's always been something that's been fun to me, ever since I can remember. So fast forward to April 2021, I'm in Huntsville, Alabama for my dear friend Brian Thomas's funeral. R.I.P. Brian Thomas. I'm recognizing that I need to take my mind off this tragedy that had just happened. So my dad has a bike. I asked my dad could I use his bike to go out. I ended up on County Line Road in Madison, Alabama. So I'm riding down County Line Road. I just recognize how much fun this is bringing to me, how much therapy this is providing for me at the particular time. So fast forward to the year 2022, I'm in Orlando, Florida, spending some time out there. And my brother-in-law invites me to go out on a ride with him. So I'm out on a ride with him, and I'm noticing the road bike culture out in Orlando. I'm seeing the different cultures out there, specifically the black men who are out on bikes. That just piqued my interest even more. So after my time out there, I began to start searching for bikes. So looking at the different prices of bikes, looking at the different brands of bikes. I finally settled on a brand that I liked. The bikes were nice and sporty. It just fit me. It just fit my style that I was looking for. So after that, I reached out to my uncle, and I told my uncle that I wanted to get into cycling. So I told him my plan for purchasing a bike. I told him that I was just going to purchase the bike right off on the website. So he suggested to me to go look on Facebook Marketplace. So I was like, okay, I'll look on Facebook Marketplace because I could probably find it cheaper than buying it on the website. So I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace. Finally, I see the bike that I want. It just jumped out to me. I started to reach out to the guy. Me and the guy are communicating back and forth. We settled on a price that I like, a price that he liked. I cashed out the money. He sent the bike to Orlando, Florida. I flew back to Orlando, Florida from Bermuda and picked up my bike. So that's just a little bit of the history of how I got my bike and how I got back into cycling as an adult. So right now, let's get into the bike and the features of the bike. All right, y'all, so this is the 2022 Trek Emonda SL6 Pro model. And I got this in lithium gray and brushed chrome. So I chose this colorway because I can wear pretty much any kit that I want, any color kit that I want. And I don't have to match with my bike because this is a neutral color. And I'm just gonna run through some of the features on the bike. Still learning the bike terminology and all of that. So you have to bear with me. So as I said before, this is the Trek Emonda frame set. And this is the SL6 500 carbon frame. So much metallic sparkle in this paint job. It's hard to see on camera, but in the sun when I'm cycling, you can definitely see it. And the bike just stands out. So it's a gloss paint job with metallic flakes in it. And then on the top, you got that brushed chrome. Also on the side and the logo, that Trek logo is brushed chrome as well. So this bike has the Altager group set for this particular model. So it's 5236 mid compact up front. And we'll get a lot of nice small shifts when I'm climbing. And on this bike also, it's a 11 speed. So the pedals that I went with are these Dura Ace pedals. I don't know if you guys can see that, but went with the Dura Ace pedals. And I run the blue cleats from Shimano when I'm cycling. So the handlebars, I got the Bontrager Elites. And this is 100 millimeter reach with 124 millimeter drop. So I'm definitely super comfortable on these handlebars. I like them. I may switch out in the future just to hide these wires and run the cables completely hidden. And for my computer, I went with the Garmin Edge 1040. And this is definitely the big boy. Got navigation on there, all kinds of different features. Whatever features you want in a bike computer, this Garmin Edge has. Garmin Edge 1040. So there's computer maps from all different areas, the USA, Bermuda, you know, wherever I travel, I have maps and navigation to get me to where I need to go. And for my light, I just went with the Bontrager light. I normally use this while I'm cycling early in the mornings. So the seat post is just the standard seat post that comes with it. Got the Bontrager seat. And I don't really have any issues with it. I'll probably switch out to a carbon seat eventually. And underneath my seat, I got the brake light. So this is a smart brake light. So with this brake light, it senses when I'm braking and it illuminates just like a car would when you're braking on a car. So I thought this one was pretty cool. You don't see many backlights that do that. So this one is definitely unique. Then down here I got the Pedal Mafia carbon fiber bottle cages. And this is my tool keg. So I keep my CO2s and my multi-tool in there just in case I ever have a flat. So I went with these bottle cages because they're super light. And that's the key to having a road bike, making sure that you're super light. So these are all the tools that I ride with just in case of an emergency. So right now I just have a stock wheel set, the Bontrager Paradigm wheel set. But I'm definitely in the process of switching out the wheel set to the Roval C38s. So be on the lookout for that video. I also switched out the stock tires and decided to go with these tan wall Vittoria Corsas. And I went 700 by 28s on these. So I may go 30s. But the reason why I went bigger is because the ride is just so much more comfortable, especially on these Bermuda roads. And I have so much more confidence when I'm taking the turns, and you know, it's very windy here on the island, so definitely wanted to have a more stable ride and a more comfortable ride. This bike also comes with disc brakes, and I prefer disc brakes over rim brakes simply because of the stopping power. You know, especially in the rain, I can stop on a dime. So it just gives me more confidence when I'm riding fast, knowing that I can just, you know, hit the brakes and stop right on a dime versus having a rim brake and, you know, the stop isn't as instant as it would be with the disc brakes. So I also went with the size 56 frame. And, you know, this frame is built for me, built for my body, built for my height. And I love it. You know, I have a great time when I'm out on this bike. Alright y'all, so that's going to be the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all's support. Stay tuned for more content because we got more videos on the way.